Hi, I'm Isla and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking through this book, the House and Garden book of Country Chic. And I think the cover slightly gives it away because I've realised that actually what I love mostly running through this book is the gingham theme, and particularly the kind of giant large scale gingham. Um, it was actually published in the late 90s, 1997, and I have to say it's a very pared back book. So a lot of it leaves me a little bit cold, if I'm honest. But I've decided that what I really like about this book are the dining rooms and the kitchens. So as you can see, there are my post-it notes, and I'm probably just going to jump straight to those. With the exception of this lovely room, which I think is very, very beautiful. House and Garden is an American magazine, and I sometimes think I forget that because we have House and Garden in the UK and it's been going for a really, really long time. But I definitely feel that this book does profile American and British interiors, but there's a definite sort of pared backness to it all. And I'm sort of going through the book, I'm trying to work out whether that's because it's the late 90s and obviously we're moving into that more sort of naughty style where, you know, less of the chuck out the chintz and make it all feel much more streamlined and lighter and less fussy. So maybe it's that, and maybe it's more of a sort of American pared back look. But there are some incredible interiors, this being quite a good example of where it's quite pared back room colour wise, but you've still got some really beautiful chintzy fabrics. I especially love that kind of neoclassical fabric on the chair. It's so pretty. I don't recognise many of the names of the interior designers, but I think if I probably looked them up I would. This is so amazing, the scale of this window and then these kind of lower curtains. This dining room is it's pretty full on, but I do think it's amazing. Apparently this cupboard is Austrian. It looks more Swedish to me, but I'm sure if they say it's Austrian, it is Austrian. I really love painted furniture, so that's always something I'm kind of really interested in. The combination of peach and blue is probably not to everybody's taste, but I think there are some really beautiful elements, not least the kind of slip covers, which appear to have this kind of pattern that curves around the chairs. It's very beautiful. Oh, I love the tie backs as well. So pretty. Sometimes feel like some of the interiors are a little bit Marmite. Apologies if you don't have Marmite in your country or you're not a Marmite lover, but Marmite is a spread that we have in the UK, and it's when I say Marmite, it means love it or hate it. So this is definitely not the kind of thing that I love. This is very beautiful. I love the jumbo scale gingham is so glorious. Seems very Swedish to me, but that sort of blue and yellow juxtaposition feels quite French as well. It's just really pretty, and I think the cupboard doors are exceptional. Moving on, this kitchen is very pretty. Again, I love the gingham and I love this kind of paneling here, and it just feels very cozy and easy to live with. This kitchen I especially love. They've obviously covered up all their white goods under here, and then they've actually got two sinks. They've got one over here and one over here, but this sink is very cleverly cut into a kind of old French sideboard unit, so it's quite amazing. So it's a tiny folly, so if you were going to install a massive kitchen it would be quite overwhelming, but this is so lovely. I always fantasize about having that kind of wood arrangement, but I'm always worried about the tap rotting the water washing the wood. Anyway, the plate rack's beautiful. The scale of it, I think, really works for the room. It's lovely. I had to show you this because this is just absolutely bonkers. I kind of love it. I kind of hate it at the same time. I'm sort of hoping that somewhere in the world it still exists. Apparently it's a house in Kensington, designed by Johnny Gray. I very much doubt. It's just, I guess you just have to really love it. But look, even the dishwasher is stacked up higher so that you can't see the sink. The brief was somewhere they could have dinner parties and have kind of like kids' suppers in. So it's pretty amazing stuff. I think that's even hand painted. There's lots of hand painted elements on the cupboards. So that looks hand painted to me as well. It's just crazy. This flips to the other end of the scale and it obviously feels very country. It's quite staged to me because I don't know how many of us have got time to flower arrange, be arranging eggs and honey, but I mean, it's just beautiful. It's really beautiful. And all the baskets hanging up on the ceiling too. This is amazing. This is actually designed by William Yowood. I'm not sure. He recently passed away a couple of years ago, but I really admire his style, and these are hand painted, these gingham stripes, and I just keep thinking, wow, the execution of that is incredible. I really love it. Feels really, really dreamy. Kind of blows my mind actually. This I love. I don't so much love the fabrics, but I think I really love the sort of openness of it. Although, as a rule, I'm not so interested in. I don't really like open plan things as much, and I'm so worried about fabrics that I would probably, as much as I love the idea of a sofa in the kitchen, I really love it. I'd be too worried about how the fabric would fare. But that's me, just with my practical head on. This is also lovely as well. Look at this lovely French butcher's block as well here. And then imagine that as your pantry. And then I think that's like a Hoover cupboard or something. So nice. Oh, that's lovely too. This is great. Just look at that mirror. The mirror hand painted is incredible. And I think she hand painted the tiles. That looks like a very ordinary kitchen. But because of all the decoration and the gorgeous parquet floor, and she hand painted those tiles, it just looks really special. It's incredible. See what I mean? Very pared back. Yep. Leaves me a little bit cold, but you know, I do think it's quite an interesting book. I love this because I love the large scale kind of Swedish style gingham. And this one because it's a print room bathroom, and that's incredible. So there you go. It's an interesting book. It's not sort of I think it's a great one to go through, so you don't maybe have to buy it, but you know, challenging. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and let's come back for another week next week.